Hello and welcome to Marolds Skyrim Together Reborn Wabajok Modpack. Today I want to make a short guide for my modpack. I hope it's short and don't go too long. And we start directly with the Nexus mod website page where you can download it. You download it here. It's a Wabajok installer. Wabajok installations works out of the box. This means after the installation, when you finish it, it's exactly like it's on my PC to the last byte. Here are two versions of the mod. One is a little older, and I tested the older versions more in multiplayer. One is a little newer, and I couldn't test it much in multiplayer. But I think the new one should be stable too. And I think the new one would be better. Okay, you will download this, install Wabajok, and after you install Wabajok, you want, or you should, yeah, you want it to download one of the save files. And these save files include the pre-configured MCM menus, because the mod settings are always saved in the save file of Skyrim. And so you download this and extract it and copy it to your folder where your save files are. You can find it here in mod organizer. Here should be open orders, open, yeah, I think open inis folder and inis folder, ne Quatsch, it's open my games folder, yeah. And here is it in my games, Skyrim saves, and you can just copy it here in, or already have them. Then we start Skyrim together. But one thing, I said Wabajok installations works out of the box. This is correct, but maybe you want. But the first thing is because I forgot to ship a second profile for 60:9 screen monitor users. I only have an ultra wide screen profile. I did note it when I shipped the Wabajok modpack, and when you don't have an ultra wide screen, you want to reinstall once Dear Diary Dark mode, just reinstall mode, because otherwise the UI HUD would be a little stretched. But you only need it when you have problems in the game. The other thing would be setting up the Skyrim Together server settings, also password and difficulty, because you want your own password and you need to do it by yourself. And this you can do this by scroll here down on the right side in the plugins, and then the end you find Skyrim Together, and you can here open the origin in Explorer, and in Explorer you can go to Skyrim Together. We burn here the config, and here is the server, and here you can change the difficulty. I think the maximal is 5. 5 is the highest, and 1 would be the easiest. And the password is on the top. This is the only thing you should change and can change. And maybe the name, server name to Marolds Modpack test or something, blah blah. And then you can save it. You also don't need any special server setup. You can just start the server. Ein Teil wurde blockiert. Yeah, this is Windows blocked. Geil, sehr nice. App-Steuerung, it's the smart app control, and then everything should be correct. Okay, we did everything, and you can start Skyrim Together. Make sure you don't change anything here in the mod organizer, like load order in the plugins. Also don't try not to change anything. otherwise you could have problems in multiplayer. So we start Skyrim together. Okay, and now we start a new game. You can choose to skip the introduction or not. It's just the first intro scene where you drive in Helgen. You can skip it and then you start directly in the cave and the end of the cave in Helgen, or you can play the introduction scene, but the introduction scene has sometimes problems. When you already modded Skyrim in the past, you maybe can use it. The intro scene often goes buggy with a lot of mods. But this time we skip it because I just want to show what to do now. The first time in the mod. Okay, you just can normal create any character you want to like. Guardian, yes. I always write the version of the modpack I in moment play in the character name. Okay, and this is it. You don't need to do much. You just first you just go out of the cave. There's not much you need to set up because we have our save file and we can load it. Now the survival mode always off. On the right side there you have a chest and you can loot everything and equip. It's your starter gear. Okay. Now we want to go in our magic menu and call Protoss. And here we go to player, and it's a little now out of my screen because this bot Protoss has not ultra wide patch and I have ultra wide. But when you don't play with an super ultra wide screen, it should always on the screen everything, because down the top we have little missing stuff. But we could just Google project Protoss. Here I look in the screenshot and I can see where is save PC, because we want we want save PC, save player character. Also nein, das war jetzt falsch. So, also it's on the top, just pressing the. You can go with the keyboard to the top. And then you press Enter and your player character will be saved. So, the character, your character is now saved in the Protoss files. And now you can load the save file we loaded earlier. Oh, we cannot load it from here, we need to load it from the My menu. And that is a trick to make sure you have the correct MCM menu with the correct mod settings out of the box, and it also helps to synchronize the game when you share your save file and just load your character in it. And now we need to look. I can look in the datum at the date of the file. Yeah, it's 7.5. Where's 7.5? Let's look. There's 5. Let's look for 7.5. Just look for the date of the file. Yeah, is it 7.5? I only have 2. So we load this. It's also named after the modpack STR Marolds version 0.18. So it's easier to find, and we have our configured MCM menu. The only thing you need to change now is the few keybinds. For example, for dual white block, here's a keybind you need to change to your block key you want. And for hotkey positions, you can also put some K-binds. Just look a little more. Simple top torches, you also can put here some K-binds. You also can in the mod menu in I need set up your K-binds to drink. To refill the water bottle. And in Valhalla Combat, in compatibility, here you need to put the same K-bind you put earlier in dual white blocking. And this is all. And now it works out of the box. Most important is your team, also your player, your teammates you want to play do the same thing. Use the save file. Now we open Project Protos again. Go again here to player, and now we need to load our player character. This would be Switch player character, Switch PC. Also it's here. Und Moment, da habe ich glaube ich irgendwie was falsch gemacht. Nee, ist richtig. Aha. So, jetzt. Ah, no, we did it wrong before. Now it's right. Most important is you switch your character before you connect to the server. And when you finished your setup, then you connect to the server. Now we need to enter a name. Oh, we don't need, we can just press enter, I think. It's this. Enter character name, ja. Was war das? STR Showcase 0.18.2. Enter accept. Now. This is echt wide. What is this? Oh my god. I didn't test with Argonian. Oh fuck. Okay. Plan B. Magic. Project Protos F. It's not a problem. We go to player. We show maze menu. Ja, Dark Elf. Zurück, Breton. Akku. Fixed. Easy. Done. Fertig. Ja, STR. Showcase. Version 0.18.2. So. There are no problems. There are only solutions. So look, it's good, it's easy, it's finished. So okay, now we start with the mod and the mod pack and the basics. And first, general rules. The world in this mod pack is very dangerous. Yeah, very dangerous. It's challenging. You need a little attention, a little preparation before you go there. When you play something like Whitelander in the past, also the modpack Whitelander or similar, you would perhaps have a easier start in this modpack, but the general rule in this modpack is always travel when daylight is. Don't travel at night, you don't want to travel at night. Always try to stay on the road. Also on the road, don't go too much in the wilderness. So the next would be your inventory and what you want to have always in your inventory. Healing potions, always good. It's even in the base game in vanilla a good choice. You also want some food. We need food. Food is important. Food, because it restores hunger. 2 or 3 bottles of alcohol should you always carry with you. Water skin. Okay, what you want? Food always to carry with you, make sure. Healing potions. Water. And 2 or 3 bottles of alcohol. Good. Now you see on the down left and down right your magic bar and your stamina bar, and you see there are penalties, also there's some white area, and the white area is a debuff, and you can check your debuffs in the magic menu under active effects. And it's the combat stress, also like injuries or similar, and you can heal this debuff with alcohol. So we drink the alcohol, just 1 bottle we need, and our bars fill up a little. Then we can check again, do we have still, yeah, we have immer noch a little combat stress, then we can drink another one. Good. Check again our active magic effects, and no combat stress. The white ones are buffs, the red ones are debuffs. When you go with the mouse over it, you can read the tooltip, and so you know what is the problem and how you can fix it. For example, here we have a weakness against shock and illusion spells. This comes from our heavy armor. We have a buff because we are well hydrated and well setted, because we eat enough. So important is when you enter a city, when we move around every city, most major cities like White One or Riverwood, Winterhold have this in tavern, and you always go first in the tavern when you enter a new location, and in the tavern you speak with the soulkeeper, and this soulkeeper offers you to guard your soul, and this is now your new spawn point. This means when you die you will respawn now here. You can also, when you are on a shrine, and activate it, and then it will ask to seek refuge at this shrine, and when you click yes, here is your new respawn point. So when you die now here, you would respawn here. When you die, you would respawn here, on this here, where you activate the shrine. And when you want a new respawn point, you need to find a soulkeeper. Or a new shrine. So, to our weapons. You always need arsenal of different weapons. For example, a sword and axe. Because, for example, the sword is not effective against heavy plate armor. It would just deflect, does deal not damage, but an axe or a mace would be a better choice against heavy plate armor. And this mechanic applies to a lot of enemies. Sometimes sword is better, for example against wolves or spiders. And sometimes axe is better. Also, damage is locational. Also, it's when you hit the head, you would deal more damage than when you hit the legs or the body. And the same thing applies when this guy would wear a heavy armor helmet, but the chest is unprotected. This means you would deal more damage to the chest than to the head. This applies to melee damage and range damage. Also your bows will deal more damage to the head than to the body. Also, often you can find in cities and inns this sellers or vendors where you can buy nice stuff, but there is nothing. Okay, we have the weapons. Also when you deal with one weapon, not much damage, for example the axe or the sword, then try a mace when you have one or something else. The same applies to magic. When you don't deal much damage with fire damage, try frost. Our movement, when you are one, you will lose a little stamina over time. When you sprint, you lose it faster. This does not apply in combat. Also you can move free in combat and don't need to worry about your stamina when you run. Jumping, you may note you can't jump out of the box, but when you press the sprint key and are over half of your stamina bar, you can jump. This does not work when you have a weapon equipped in your hand. We are now on our start character again. To learn a spell tome, because here on the chest you have some spell tomes you can learn. You need enough Magica to learn a spell tome. When you click to start to learn a spell tome, the character will make a short animation and your magic bar will start to train. When your magic bar reaches 0, you don't learn the spell, you can't do it, and you get a debuff. And we need to increase our magic bar, also our maximal amount of magic to learn a spell. So we equip the novice hood and we can try to learn flames. We learned flames. Now I show what happens when you don't have enough magic and try to learn it. Let's try healing. On the top left you see you get a debuff, because we failed to learn this the cast the magic spell. And now in your magic menu under active effects you can see mental exhaustion. Your magic is reduced and its natural regeneration is stopped, and you can remove it by a healer and cure disease by a healer. I think in Riverwood in the inn is one, also in White One there is a building where you find a healer, and I think it's 100 gold, and with 100 gold you can cure it, and then you can try it again. So now we have this carry weight. It's still not updated. We can try to update it manually in carry that weight, and there's maintenance, and we click this here, force capacity settings on close, and now it's updated again. Okay. Yes, I already said with earlier the movement, jumping, running, stamina drain. Now we try a little combat and explain some combat mechanics. Also combat, when you are outnumbered, also when more enemies than you, also not 1 versus 1, it's often good just to retreat. Humanite enemies like human NPCs are very dangerous. So fast hoppers or draugrs are not so dangerous, so you can you can fight multiple draugrs or auch wolves and some animals, but against some other type of enemies you want to be carefully. Ah, why I can't move my mouse. This I wanted in. So we have blocking. Blocking drains stamina. So your stamina bar can act as a second life bar. A perfect block will stagger the enemy and restore your stamina bar full. So you see, Humanid, also human NPCs, are hard to fight. They hold the block up and try to attack in an open combat window. This gets easier later when you have your first shout, so you can use then your shout to stun them or make you invisible for a short time to start some easy attacks. Now we have a harder time because two of them, and it's not so easy to focus on one of them. Okay, we killed one. And these perfect parries are so satisfying. So okay, lucky. Then look for loot. Here, Knapsack. This is nice. It increases your carry capacity. Now we have it on our back and we can carry more. Also, we lose our shield before, I think. And we need to equip it again or somewhere here, I think. And I'm not sure where it is. Okay, we lost our shield. I forgot the place. Okay, not so important. So we had now a sword because we could fight this fight with the sword because the enemies had just light armor, so we didn't need something for armor penetration. So I dropped a healing potion on myself with a K-Bite. Ouch, oh, there's hardcore. This is why you want to equip, have always a reserve weapon, because sometimes you will lose your weapon. Okay, we lost this fight. And now we get a debuff. It's afraid of bandits. Also we need a little to white. Then we will respawn. When we have would we still have healing potion, we could try to heal ourselves. And then we would respawn here on the position. Now we would respawn where we got the last Soul Keeper. But in this save file we just started and didn't have a Soul Keeper. So we started in the front of the cave again. In this case, the player we play, our teammates, just should try to survive, so we can teleport after it to him. So we need to recover our items, and we have a nice whip in peace. Thank you. The problem was now also we didn't look here. We have server hunger server first when we started the combat, and these are debuffs. We need to pay attention because our stamina regeneration is slowed down, and hunger is also our damage output and health regeneration is also slowed down much. And when we start combat with this much debuffs, this will not go well for us. So we move now again here to the Embershite mine and try to recover our items. You could also deactivate this system in the mod configuration in what's the name? Quatsch. It's somewhere here. I just need to find it. I think it's on the top somewhere. Death is highly overrated, yeah. Here you can remove, also just click on remove items, so it's not allowed, and then you don't will lose your items. Also here's a debug option. Just important when you change your MCM menu, also your mod settings, disconnect first from the server and then change it, and also your other teammate parties members should do the same. And then make a save, reload the save, and then connect again to the server. You can see here, so a bisschen Dark Souls style. And then you get all your stuff back. Okay, this fight is not for us. At the moment we have some debuffs. The more than some debuffs, yeah. Yeah, first we are hungry and we need to, we can do it here by the water. Go here down and can fill up our water bottle and drink it. So here we would fill our water bottle. What is the K point? Yeah, yes. And the first time Frostbite will ask you this water has warming properties. No, because water don't warm you. Like alcohol, when it's cold, alcohol will in the first moment warm you, hold you warm. But this is not, and you can click now. Let's check our active magic effects, and our first, we are not anymore thirsty, just nur noch hungry, so we need to eat something, but we don't have at the moment something to eat. When we do the quick start, also we can look water bottle, we don't have a water bottle now, 9. Yeah, we have not a water bottle to fill. So also we need later buy or find a water bottle. Let's talk to this hunter. Okay, he has no food for us. This is not nice. Okay, we did some basics. I showed a perfect parry in the combat. You can also parry range attacks with any melee weapons. It will then train your magic bar instead of your stamina bar. And I think you can also perfect parry range attacks, but I'm not sure. And when you run out of magicka, you can't parry range attacks. Attractions are talent perks for your shield. Here is a wolf. A lot of animals in this mod have a fear against fire. And you don't need magic fire, also magic spell. You can just equip a torch and they will feel you and run off their way. And so you can avoid a lot of wild animal encounters. Fear against fire applies to spiders and wolves. I think bears too, yeah, bear also. But these albino spiders, also these white spiders, they don't have a fear against fire because I think they're blind, because they're albinos are blind. And you can see now the wolf does not attack us. And this is normal behavior because this wolf in the moment is alone. So when an animal like a wolf, also when a wolf is alone in the wilderness, in the wild, he will not attack you. But when he's now in a pack with 2 or 3 wolves, he will attack you. You can see he tries to howl and call for support. And sometimes they run behind you, and then first only one, later there are 2 or 3, and then they will attack you. So what we also need in our inventory all the time is a torch. So we can use it. When it's raining or very windy, like on the top of the mountain, and very cold, your torch will burn out very fast. Okay, we are in Riverhood, and the first thing we do in Riverhood would be go in the tavern, to the Soul Keeper, so we get here our respawn point. Where is it? Soul Keeper, please guard my soul. So here's our new respawn point. Okay, we did practice the first steps and the first quest. Normally we would now talk to Gerdo, and from Gerdo we go to White One, and in White One we get the quest to move to the dungeon here. And you should not go straight in the dungeon. You should go to the Gefährten, not sure how they call it in English. Die Gefährten, let's look for a save file. So also you could import any character in your save file you have and just play with him. A little attention that the difference in levels between the players are not too much difference, because sometimes it goes decent. So when your teammate is level 20 or level 10, you would also around level 10 or around level 20 with your character. But I think in the current versions of Skyrim together, it will even work when you have level difference. It's not so much problem anymore. So also I have now a torch, so I could show how the torch works against wolves. Because the starter character don't have a torch. So when you run out of stamina because you run so much with heavy armor, you will slow down out of stamina. But you can just use normal walking with K-bind. There's a K-bind in the settings, so you can just walk small. They don't see me now. Yes, now they see us. You can see they start to cry, to wimmer a little. One is a little harder. One guy and try to attack us, but yeah, at the end they fear the fire and will run away. Oh shit! yeah. This is little small little assholes. You also can equip any K-bind to your quick time menu. Quick equip menu, so you can equip easier stuff. So often when you travel here in Skyrim, you should stay on the road, how I say, but here now in the near of White One, in the big city here, it's most times safe, even at night. But when you go a little more away, it starts to become dangerous, and you should stay mostly on the road until you get the proper equipment and spells. Looks nice, the sun. So when we want to refill our stamina bar complete, we could just walk a few meters and then we have again. Also with light armor, also when you don't wear heavy armor, your stamina drains slower. So with heavy armor, you're much slower. Also don't forget, with 1000 gold, you can buy a horse in front of every major city here, and then you can move faster around Skyrim. Companions, yeah. You would start first, also go to the companions and do the first quest, because you get a room here, you get free food when you do the first quest, so you get always food here and water, it's free. And when you can get, how I close world map here, silver weapons from the hand of silver hand, and you need the silver weapons to clear the first dungeon, because silver weapons are good against undead. This quest here retrieves the fragment of Wutengrat, of the Woodrat, the blade of Iskamor, and also here you get your first silver weapons. I think I already have one. Yes, there is one silver sword in this. And you need this silver sword for your first dungeon. And also you see it's very dark. And I have now a lantern on my hip to illuminate the area about me. This is synchronized between clients, the lantern, but also when you have a torch in the hand, always synchronized between clients, you can see it. But when you drop it, this here, your teammates will not see it. Also your clients will not see the torch on the ground, and it's dark for them. It's not a problem with the modpack itself. Besides, it makes dungeons very dark. It's just not synced in Skyrim Together Reborn, and maybe in one of the next updates of Skyrim Together Reborn, they maybe will fix it. So when you get your first silver weapon, you can skip the companion quest when you want and do the mine quest. Yeah, you can block range attacks with Magicka. So we don't need both lantern and torch. So, Skyrim Together, ständig new connection. Versteht das einer. And your lantern uses lantern oil. We have somewhere here lantern oil. Where's lantern oil? 7. It will automatic refill after some time. Fire, do we have something to go over? No, we don't have. Doch, Übelwindsprint hier. Gut. Genau, this is important here what we have. Our quads. The dead comes. Need the perfect parry, yeah, so we get our stamina back. And easy. The Droker are not so dangerous, because attacks of them are very predictive, so you can always knew when they do an attack and parry it easy. There is again someone on the top. Gold, we want some gold. Gold. Oh, I have magic, frost magic. This goes langsam slowly out of hand with the block connection from Skyrim Together. Where's my mouse? Can't see my mouse because it's eaten from Skyrim. We also have a silver weapon, so silver hits much. This guy is now in execute stand. You can press E. Ah no, he pressed not fast enough. And then we could execute him. Our torch is burnt out. Sometimes when you open a chest or the game will, your torch has burnt out. Okay, everybody burnt momentan out. Let's use some lantern. Where do we have lantern? Yeah. Oh. Then we have our other weapon free. Wir haben kein Shield, doch wir haben ein Shield. Sometimes when you open a chest, oh, this is a stronger enemy, so we need to pay attention. We use magic. We have relenting force. I think we can kill it somehow. Yeah, so the difficulty is not so high, I think, at the moment. There's a range. Okay. There's an archer. Yeah. You can just spam against him, light attacks. I don't want it to make it so long. Crazy. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope it helps you with the first start and choose maybe this mod pack or maybe not. Thanks for watching. Bye.